When the 2026 World Cup kicks off this summer, European and South American teams will be preparing for the Asian teams that they already know, like Japan, South Korea, and Australia. But there will be surprises waiting for them in the group stages. There are 3 teams that booked their ticket to North America, which are, I would say, tactical wildcards to the rest of the world. One is making their World Cup history debut after going undefeated in the 3rd round. One is the most lethal transition team on the continent. And the third just survived the 21-match qualifying campaign to get here. Welcome to Asian Football Lab. In this first episode of the 2026 World Cup Scouts Asia edition, I am breaking down the tactical blueprints and key players of Uzbekistan, Jordan, and Iraq, and why their qualification stats should be noticed by the rest of the world. Let's do it. Let's start with the historic debutant, Uzbekistan. For years, they were always so close to qualifying, but their new golden generation finally broke through. Finishing the 3rd round with 21 points, a 7-goal difference, and 1 defeat in the group that including Iran and the UAE. Uzbekistan operates in a highly disciplined 3-4-2-1 formation, which can change into 5-3-2 low block when they need to. If you look at how they play, they do not care about keeping the ball. But what makes them so dangerous is their mid-block and the extreme mental resilience. They are happy to absorb the pressure, completely shut down the midfield, and wait for the chance to hit back with a lethal counter. When they win the ball back, they rely on the 2 key players. The first one is their 22-year-old wonder kid. Abbosbek Fayzullaev. And the main man, the physical dominance of their captain, Eldor Shomurodov, who is playing in the Turkish Super League on loan from AS Roma. And if you think Shomurodov, just a big guy, relies on his physical advantage, you're wrong. If you watch how he plays, he actually very skillful and has superb finishing skill. So if any team play with high fullback, they gotta be very careful when go against Uzbekistan. If Uzbekistan is a brick wall, the next team is a transition genius. They are making their first ever World Cup appearance, but they prove in the qualifiers that they are not just here to make up the numbers. Jordan plays a 3-4-3, but arguably the most aggressive transition system in the tournament. They defend deep, invite the opponent to attack them, and when they force a turnover, they bypass the midfield entirely. Under coach Salami, Jordan played 60 matches and scored 32 goals. That is an average of 2 goals a game against some of the most stubborn low blocks team in Asia. So let's have a look at their 2 main players. First is Mousa Al-Tamari, dubbed as a Jordanian Messi, who plays as a right winger for League One club Rennes. And then you have the skillful Yazan Al-Nemat. Only need 2 passes to get from their own penalty box to the other end. If you give Al-Tamari and Al-Nemat space to run in behind, the game is already over. Just weeks ago, Iraq secured a final ticket by grinding out a brutal 2-1 win in an intercontinental playoff over Bolivia. The Lions of Mesopotamia are back on the global stage for the first time since 1986. And get this, they played 21 matches to get here. The longest qualifying campaign of any team in the world. So under Jesus Casas, Iraq is built on great emotion and extreme physicality. They are not afraid to make the game ugly. They use an aggressive, high-intensity press to rattle tactically superior teams. Offensively, they are constantly looking for their target man, Aymen Hussein. Hussein is an absolute tank in the air, who scored the 53rd minute winner against Bolivia and sent them to the World Cup. But it's not just long balls that Iraq playing. They actually have really good young talents in the team like Ali Jassim, ex-Manchester United youth player Zidane Ibao, and the Premier League proven Ali Al-Hamadi. So you don't want to be in the physical battle with Iraq for the whole 90 minutes. So that's it, guys. Uzbekistan, Jordan, and Iraq definitely not going to the World Cup just to take photos. They have defensive structure, transition space, and battle-tested mentalities that can cause a massive upset to other teams in the group stage. So do not sleep on them. Now, next week, we will move from the underdogs to the absolutely heavyweight. I will be doing a full tactical breakdown of Japan's 4-2-3-1 pressing system and why it's designed to destroy European teams. If you want to see exactly how Japan operates, make sure you hit the subscribe now so you don't miss the next episode. And let me know in the comments below which of these 3 dark horses you think will go the furthest. Alright guys, I will see you in the next episode.